When I was in the Air Force, I really thought I was doing everything right. I had a stable job, a steady paycheck, and really felt a sense of financial security. But honestly, I felt stuck. I was working hard, I was saving money, but it just felt that it wasn't enough. Then one day, a friend gave me a copy of Rich Dad Poor Dad, and little did I know that that book would completely change my life. From just earning active income to building wealth and achieving financial freedom. So in this video, I'll break down the 4 biggest principles I learned from Rich Dad Poor Dad and tell you exactly how the book changed my life and hopefully how it can change yours too. I'm Ernest and I came to the US as an immigrant and started working as a housekeeper, cook, and in retail. Since then, I started investing in real estate and built a multi-million-dollar real estate portfolio and reached my first million in net worth in just 6 years. And on this channel, I share practical advice about personal finance, investing, and building wealth. So let's dive in. Here's what we'll cover. Lesson number 1, why the rich don't work for money. Lesson number 2, the difference between assets and liabilities. Lesson number 3, the mindset shift from employee to investor. Lesson number 4, why financial education is just as important as formal education. All right, let's start with the first one, because once you really understand this, everything else clicks. Lesson number 1, the rich don't work for money. Most of us are taught to focus on earning, get a job, get a raise, and climb the corporate ladder. But the rich don't focus on income. They focus on ownership. That means instead of asking, how can I make more money this month? They ask, how can I build something that pays me every month, even when I'm not working? For me, this clicked when I realized that my paycheck stopped the moment I stopped working. So I asked myself, how can I make passive income? And that's when I started learning about real estate. When I bought my first rental property, which is a 4-unit apartment building for 0% down payment, I was able to add an income stream that paid for my housing expenses. I was living in my apartment for free while my tenants paid me a few $1,000s every month. So even if I stopped working, I would still have a place to live. And that concept to me was life-changing. It wasn't just about rent checks. It was about building wealth and creating cash flow. And that's what making money work for you really means. Lesson number 2, assets versus liabilities. This next one sounds simple, but it's the most misunderstood. The rich defines an asset as something that puts money in your pocket, while a liability is something that takes money out. It's not about how expensive or how fancy something looks, it's about what it does to your cash flow. Some people see their car as an asset because they can sell it later. But the truth is, it loses value the second you drive it off the lot. Just think about it. You're paying for maintenance, gas, and insurance every single month, and it's not putting a single dollar back in your pocket. That's a textbook liability disguised as an asset. Now, if that same car is being used for a business, say you're renting it out or using it for deliveries to earn income, then it becomes an asset. When I learned how to identify if something is an asset or liability, it made me reevaluate every purchase that I made. So before I buy something, I would ask myself, does this pay me back every month or does it drain my wallet? Once I stopped buying liabilities and started focusing on buying assets, my net worth began compounding on its own. It's simple. If it puts money in your pocket, keep it. If it doesn't, minimize it. Lesson 3, from employee to investor mindset. Now this one hit me hard. The rich build systems, while everybody else trades time for money. For years, I believed that being a good employee, like showing up early, working hard, and getting good performance reviews, would make me wealthy. And while having a job is useful in terms of building capital, it doesn't make you wealthy. When I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, I realized that employees and investors play different games. Employees earn money through their jobs, pay for their expenses, then try to save what's left. While investors earn money through their assets. They try to figure out how to make money without actively working for it. My assets like rental properties and stocks provide me with positive cash flow and build my wealth without me actively working on them. So if you want to actually build wealth, you need to create systems that provide positive cash flow that will let you quit your job and spend your time doing something you're passionate about. So yeah, you may enjoy your job, but you will inevitably need to stop working at some point. And when you do, having cash flow allows you to live worry-free and not think about how you're depleting your savings every month. The key isn't to quit your job tomorrow. It's to find ways to replace your active income with passive income. Lesson 4, financial education versus formal education. All right, so here's the truth. Most schools don't teach you about money. We learn algebra, we learn history, biology, but not how to file taxes, budget, or buy an investment property. And that's why financial literacy is your responsibility. And it doesn't have to be complicated. When I was starting out, I didn't have mentors or wealthy parents. I had books, podcasts, and most importantly, the willingness to learn. Books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad taught me how to actually build wealth. Jim Rohn once said, formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. Knowledge compounds faster than money. Books that I have read or every concept that I have learned have literally made me $1 million. And once you understand how money works, you stop fearing it and start using it strategically. And so remember, you can't win the game of money if you don't even know the rules of the game that you're playing. All right, so let's recap the 4 principles that changed my life. Number 1, the rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. Number 2, assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities, take it out. Number 3, build systems. Don't just trade time for money. And the last but not the least, number 4, invest in your financial education. If you start applying these concepts into your life, your future self will thank you. Because wealth isn't built overnight. It's built decision by decision. All right, so for those of you who have also read Rich Dad, Poor Dad or any other finance or investing book, how has it changed your life? Share your story in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. I make videos like this every week on personal finance, investing, and real estate, so you can take control of your money and your future. All right, so here's to your success. Keep learning, keep investing, and make your money work for you.